first reading is going to be for all water signs. My Cancer and Pisces and Scorpio friends. Welcome in. Glad that you stopped by to visit with me today. I am so excited about what this new moon in Scorpio is doing. So let's take a look at love and how we can begin understanding more about the journey of love, how to connect to it, how to communicate through it, and most importantly, how to really evolve our relationships to where exactly we want to be. So, I don't know, my friends, if you tried a new moon crystal grid. I just activated this one, especially for communicating. And being able to bring those communications in a very strong and loving way, but without blame. I'm open to hearing and listening to others as well. That's part of communication. So, actually, start off with a little sage. I want you to clear your intentions here. And this is sage that's been dipped in dragon's blood. So we're just going to clear the air here. Very, very potent, cleansing, clearing, but grounding at the same time. I tend to use multiple layers in my sage so that I can both cleanse, purify, and ground all at the same time. So this is going to be one of those deeper readings with predictions. And it's going to be a little bit similar to pick a card in fashion. So we're actually going to look at why won't they connect, or what's blocking in this relationship. Set these down. I have a whole master's deck here just for you. So all my Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio friends, let's begin the journey. What is holding them back? And will this Scorpio new moon energy bring love, connectivity, and even commitment? So let's see what the cards hold. And because it's a new moon, I'm going to be using a few different decks here. And we're going to keep it short and simple. You're going to look for the timestamps below. So this is going to be a general reading for all water signs for the new moon in Scorpio. And then I'm going to pull your predictive card for your sign. Is there going to be a commitment, a connection, reconciliation? You hold your intention. All of you water signs are beginning to hear very clearly as you've been moving more in tune, in flow with yourselves. You guys have a more deeper luxury than other signs. Because this new moon is in water, you're going to be looking at your own connectivity. And listening, that deep inner listening, what we call that magic, that intuitive flow of just knowing, perceiving, becoming even more deeply aware of how you can fix the situation. You know where it is, but what can you do to resolve it, solve it? And how can loving words right now bring your situation right where you want it? Let's take a look. Don't let your pride get in the way. You see, fire prevents water, and water can definitely put out a fire. So where you're trying to push them into making the commitment or forcing the issue, lay back in the water and let it cleanse. Let it soothe over all the rough edges and all the fierce emotions, and let it bring out the calm, the peace. Let water be your restoration right now. Absolutely. Step outside of that comfort zone. Know what it is that you need to say and trust yourself. Or not say. Maybe it's just opening up the dialogue and listening this time. Absolutely. I love this for you guys because this is a full moon in Pisces. It's asking for balance. So exactly what the guides are recommending, it's opening up the dialogue. Allowing the water to continue moving, not just through the moon's energy, but through you. That is your superpower right now. It's the moon. And allow that deep, intense Scorpio energy to just focus on what you really want. You want the reconnection. Let it unfold naturally. Balance that out right now. And instead of force, actually lay inside of it. Let it immerse both of you. And if you're needing to reconcile, put the olive branch out there. And again, listening. And then allow your intuitive, natural knowing to hear your partner's needs and not necessarily from your wants. Let's look at the relationship status. A lot of you, I can hear, are asking the big question. Are we taking the next step? Are we going to the next level? Does this end in commitment? Where does my love stand right now? Where are we going? Even water signs, you're looking at deepening the connection. So let's see what's going on here. I'm feeling like insecurities. Actually, I'm not feeling like. I actually know, I'm hearing very clearly that this is about both of you having deeper insecurities. And it's not about the commitment level. It's about your own internal fears, those shadow parts of self that are coming into play right now. Yep. Those insecurities, you both have them. This indicates fine-tuning what you really want against what your fears are. So that's how you're going to balance out and bring the spiritual in to the balance, and stepping out of the pressure by realizing what it is you actually want in the relationship. Yep. This is totally a matter of the heart. And resolving old past conflicts and wounds requires skillful listening at this time. So let's take a look at what you both need in this situation. You know, because everybody deserves to get the balance and the reciprocity of love. When you're giving it, you definitely want it to come back. And both of you have needs. You know, it's like we have 5 different languages of love, and everyone speaks in their own way and shows their love differently. So how do you match your love language with someone else's and meet them in the middle? This isn't necessarily about a compromise, but it's about understanding what one another's fears are so that you're not pushing each other's buttons all the time. You really love each other. Oh, there we go. This is the biggest issue that you both are facing right now. You're moving through a cycle of decrease. And this cycle makes you want to hold on to the relationship as the source of showing that you've accomplished something. You can't look at it as you're losing love too. even though the universe is shaking up the world around you, giving you the ideas and the awareness that some things or maybe some old beliefs about the way you view money. So now you're looking at your finances in your bank account, but then you're blaming them for spending money. That's not helping. So this is where they're saying again, stepping out of the comfort zone, and don't let the pride get in the way, because the money isn't the problem. It's both of you guys have a deeper fears of your own. Maybe he or she's parents didn't make it, and so they divorced really young, and their fear is that they feel like love doesn't work. So both of you are working through different shadows, and those shadow energies are very intense right now. So this is a time to really listen to your heart. And I'm a big mind engineer. It's one of my coaching programs. So I love that both of these chakras showed up for you. Matching the heart with the mind and seeing that you guys aren't losing. And you're focused on the relationships and what's happening in them inside of the dynamics instead of focusing on love itself. So you guys are getting ready to renew this. So you're both looking at your parts and how the dynamic of your lifestyle plays into the relationship. And that's why they're saying step out of the comfort zone and don't let pride get in the way. Maybe you are bringing more financially to the table, but still you guys can't hold on to money. And you're looking at he or she as the cause or result. You have to speak and let the heart and the mind both join together. And that's, again, why they're talking about balance here. Because the balance is forcing the loss or feeling like there is a loss. So now we're going to see exactly for each of you, my Geminis. I'm sorry. This is for Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So we are going to take a look at what the predictions here are for the outcome. Are you reconnecting, reconciling? Are you going to clear the communications? Are you going to the next level? Does this resonate with you so far? Yeah, I'm really feeling this for you. There's some solar plexus energies in there too. Like each of you are afraid to make the move and show the love. And action is the final step. When your heart and your mind are in alignment, the next step is the next right action. It brings everything into perfect alignment. So let's take a look. Called out Cancer first, and then I think I said Pisces, and then I said Scorpio. So one last shuffle here. Oh, that didn't connect. It's okay. Well, there's my Cancer card. Cancer, you want to know? Are we going to be able to take it to the next level? I'm going to ask you before I turn this card. Pisces and Scorpio. I'm going to ask you before I turn this card, what do you really deserve? Because what I'm hearing for you is that there's been already a lot of push and pull going on in this relationship. And you have already grown throughout the year, much more stronger, overcoming so many different types of self-confidence, self-esteem, thoughts in your life. You used to live in this space of not only do I deserve it, but can I? Am I smart enough? Am I good enough? You've always had this deep second guessing of yourself. And so you've been entangled with this situation in this relationship almost for 18 months, almost for the 2 years. And this person just doesn't seem to want to step up to the plate. And this is why there's so much diminishing around you. It's because you are moving yourself to the next level. You have actually witnessed yourself do more in this 1 year, accomplish more, manifest more, grow more than ever. So I'm going to ask you, do you really want this relationship anymore, where you have to drag someone's heart to explain, to commit, to even really want to connect? They definitely love you. Yeah, they definitely love you. And it's more like they're so deeply afraid that there's a lot of push and pull. 1 minute they're really good and you guys are really good, and then their fear kicks in, and then they pull back and they disappear and there's no contact, or they blame you for everything. There's a constant juxtaposition of where you guys are. And I think this is probably, no, they're saying absolutely, this part of you that won't let go. It's kind of like a Cancer Creo. Once you dig in and got your claws in, those big Cancer claws, you just won't let go. And they're trying to teach you what your worth is. So now we're going to go to the prediction card here. The angels say no. Cancer, this not this one, but keep manifesting, because love is coming. You're clearing those old wounds and beliefs right now. Scorpio is going to help you do that. Not only that, if you haven't done a crystal grid set up like the one I have here, you're just in time for the lunar eclipse at the end of the month. That's the one that I would recommend that you focus on. I do have a crystal grid workshop I'd love for you to attend to learn how to set up one, activate and deactivate one. So now for my Pisces friends. Pisces, you too have grown so immensely this year, but your relationship more feels like the inability to connect in communication. You guys just, it's like, I'm hearing it's like Venus talking to Mars. And you guys have two different languages. And you're still trying to figure out how to talk to each other, communicate successfully what your needs are. You're growing and developing your voice. So this is more of a voice, you being able to say it, but then also not taking things so personally. This person seems to be very direct or very authoritative in the relationship. And you are healing a place where your heart and your throat need to be able to speak and so this causes the arguments. It's because it's a buildup, and then you're at each other's throats. So this is a little bit different, and learning how to lovingly explain, hey, I need you to listen to me and know that you deserve it, and how to pros. When I do relationships and love and relationship counseling and coaching, I talk about how to move through the languages of love and hear the other person and how they present love. So we're going to see what the guides and the angels have to say, because I feel like there's one extra step for you. And they're saying before you can know what this card is, they want to know, are you altogether clear about exactly what you want? Because sometimes you diminish with this person because they're so very deeply passionate. They're not like a tyrant type authoritative. They're just very strong. And that's why you love them. It's because they're bringing out that strength in you. And so there's times when you just kind of fold into, okay, that's how we should do it. And then maybe it goes wrong. This is why you guys are in diminished, because you already know intuitively, I think we're going in the wrong direction, but I just don't know what to say. And then you burst out with, I'm hearing you say, you never listen to me. You never listen to me. And so are you really able to put what you really want and your heart together? And are you ready to step out of your comfort zone for this relationship right now? So let's see. It says get more information. So Pisces, I did hear that even before I turned the card, that there's something else that you need to know. Let's take a look at one other card for you, Pisces, because I feel like there is something that you need to know. I'm hearing this one. There's something not connecting right now for you. And I did hear that, so I'm not surprised that that's the message. That question, maybe you don't know what it is that you want yet. And so that's why it's unclear what's getting ready to happen. I love to be able to provide predictions so that people have a launch pad. And in the Akashic Records, that guidance comes to help you clear the space, the gap in between what you want and how to get there. Let's take a look. Yep. You are actually, this is a Pisces card here. Pisces, you are actually needing to ground yourself. You do need to know. You need to know who you are and ground. You're looking to your relationship to be the source of your identity, which is why you struggle in the relationship for your voice. And they're saying that this is a part of a pattern and a cycle, and that this is where this is coming from. You feel frustrated at the turn of where the relationship is, and you don't know what to do, and they're asking you to become grounded in yourself. Trusting you is what they mean to say when they say grounded. So you're going to have to figure out here what that's going to take for you to be able to stand your ground. There we go. That's the clarity. And this doesn't mean fight or battle. This just means trusting yourself so fluidly that when you know that you know, you know. And then you can say, okay, well, honey, you know what? I don't think this is a good idea, because you're not even able to say that. And then there's thing after thing after thing after thing after thing, and then you just don't say anything. And then when it all comes down to it, you're like, oh my God, I knew it. I told you. It's all your fault. It's just like you just go ballistic. And then you go back to calm again. So you have to find that place where you can center and ground who you are and trust in it. Trust yourself. I think what you need that so that you can feel respected in the relationship. So now we're going to go on to Scorpio. And Scorpio, you have a lot of shadows right now. And what I mean is that there's multiple intentions that are not clear. And they're saying, but this is the one. This is the one. And so for you, they want to know, are you really willing to open up and lay your whole heart on the line this time? Because they say that you've been hurt before, disappointed before, let down before. You always say it's the one, and you're like really scared to even admit it to yourself that you think that this is the one. And so they want to know, are you really willing this time to lay it all on the line and bare your soul? So let's go and see here. Are you going to the next level? Whoop! Scorpio, you are ready. I love this for you. Give love a chance. Bring your heart, bring your head into balance. And definitely this time for you, step outside of your comfort zone. It's time for you now. You are ready, and this is the one. I am so excited. This is so amazing. I can't wait for you to come back and see more about it. And follow us on Soul Scopes or Pick a Card readings. We have so much new content coming out of here from My Empowered by Love. But I want to thank you for stopping by, hanging out with me for a little while, and enjoying your personal reading. And this has been Demi, and I'm Empowered by Love.